Welcome to my corner of the internet. The birds are chirping, flowers are blooming, and love is in the air as the spring season brings us a number of romantic comedies to fill our lonely lives. Because why would we go outside and touch grass when we can live vicariously through anime? This season has shows that hit on every level of romantic interest. Some are well into their relationship, others just have no decency promoting uncensored handholding. And for others, we just have to take what we can get in terms of progress. Because hey, Komi fans, her sitting next to Tadano is probably the extent of romantic development we're getting this season. With all these shows and girls expressing a wide range of personalities, you can imagine the battle for best girl is back in full swing to determine who's on top. There are girls with black hair, blue, blonde, and pink. What? No, you get back there. That's better. But while the boys are deciding that, the real men of culture are turning their attention elsewhere, to the MILFs of the season. These women are so fine, aged like wine, and would apparently steal your girlfriend if they have the time. Actually, I might be down for that. But no matter what, each of these girls are still battling out for the supremacy of their guy's love, even if they already have it. But they should watch out. You never know when their guy might fall into the realm of boys who love manga, which is actually pretty common this season. Like, wow, I guess you really do have to watch out for that, huh? I mean, unless that's your thing, then enjoy the up-close action. Honestly though, the biggest surprise for me is that both Love is War and Science Types Fell in Love are still fun to watch. Given that each show relies on a premise that you would think gets stale after some time, watching them try to push their crush into confessing or proving that they actually love each other hasn't gotten old for me just yet. Mainly because they started leaning into just how crazy this stuff can get. I mean, hey, if your girl doesn't stare at you like she's trying to prove you're a bottom, or gets all hot and bothered thinking about eating your thyroid gland, is she really your girl? I mean, seriously, come on. But hey, if you're not into some filthy, degenerate type stuff, these shows have upped their game in other ways too, like bringing focus on the secondary and minor characters and the relationships they've built during previous seasons. The relationship between Ishigami and Kaguya is literally friendship goals. You need someone who will tell you you're acting like a complete neckbeard before you do something stupid, but will also put in that work to help you be a better person. Similar relationships are also going in Science Types. Both of these shows have developed entertaining B-plots that occasionally merge with the main story, but don't exactly have to for them to be interesting. Fleshing out those side characters are how these shows are going to keep their staying power in the long run. But honestly, Komi Can't Communicate and Shikimori's Not Just a Cutie have both sort of fallen into the rut of their gimmicks. While they're both still enjoyable, they feel stagnant in terms of development and overall plot progression, which is sometimes an afterthought when it comes to slice of life anime. Their tropes of communication disorder and always being awesome don't open up the story enough to allow any different concepts to exist. Not many moments in Komi have been able to capture the magic of them writing back and forth on the whiteboard. And Shikimori is only four episodes in, so I'm not going to be too hard on it just yet, but it looks like some people are already losing interest because that ultimate unlucky student trope has already run its course this early in the show, with not much variety to spice it up. Shikimori might have been rigged from the start with the way it's been constantly compared to dress-up dolling, so it just couldn't compete. And honestly, neither really has the supporting cast to do some heavy lifting to keep this for long. Komi basically has a walking hentai tags, and Shikimori has... I don't really know what that is, but it terrifies me. Either way, they aren't picking up the slack to keep things fresh and entertaining for an entire season. Into Love After War Domination, another rom-com where the base of the story is rooted in a gimmick. However, it's already broken out of that mode. How? By making sure the main lead is double cheeked up on a Tuesday. Like, yo, they really leaning into that. But nah, it's actually by leaning into the over-the-top comedy. I mean, it's basically a Wattpad fanfiction about what would happen if the Red Ranger dated Rita Repulsa, complete with their own magical girl transformations that take way too long. The premise itself allows for way more options and creativity for the characters to interact. All I need is for them to make a Megazord and my childhood nostalgia will be complete. And you know what? I'm into it. Their gimmick hasn't gotten old just yet, and has actually gotten funnier with every episode. Plus, they're already exploring side characters by bringing them into the fray, but also not letting the weak points like a love triangle drag on for too long. By tackling these points pretty much right out the gate, we're already getting a bit of emotional depth to these characters that's not present in the previous 2 shows. You know, rom-coms are definitely one of my favorite genres, so I'm happy to have a season full of them, but at the same time, I feel like there's a clear gap between something that's well-rounded and something that just comes off as your basic seasonal slice of life. But either way, I still love all of these series, so it doesn't really matter anyway. Hey, let me know what your favorite rom-coms of the season are, or maybe just what your favorite are in general, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.